chose to do something different than what the GM had planned, but that's always okay. Because the GM's plans are fluid.
Just
So-
scrunch up the pip and throw it out the window.
Oh no! See, what I do is I just have like a giant box, binder, and a box of 3x5 cards of adventures I've written, and so I just plug them in, regardless of whatever kind of game system I'm running. It's like, oh, okay. So I need, I need the 53rd Kobold layer, and that's in my binder from high school or something. Alrighty. So, one second. Keep my mic. Okay. It's weird. I have been without like congestion all day. I get on here. It's like.
It's a very.
Hang on a minute.
It's a very good
I just
sound.
need to go and let my cat in. She's been out for a few hours.
Let your cat in. It should be done dithering about.
Jory now has his own screen, so I have like two different character sheets up today,
Okay.
and he'll actually be rolling for himself now, so I don't have to tell you which one of us is rolling.
Hey!
Does anyone remember what level we were?
Technology moving forward.
Shouldn't it say on your thing what level you are? It says you are Hunter Ranger level 7 and Wizard 1.
I'm just trying to be sure if everyone's a total level of 8. If I forgot to do something or whatever.
Yes, we are 8. I remember last time when we leveled up, I basically did your leveling up for you, so you're good.
You. The cat does not want to come in. It is warm out, so I should probably be staying out.
The cat's like, screw you, biped. Do what I want.
Yeah, she's like that.
They're all like that. Okay. Oh, what? On some turn order. Will be Arius, Varg, Trell, do elves have paws, Varg? Do elves have paws?
That is the question, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a question.
Chad,
Question revolving around Varg.
Chad is on the turn order, right?
Oslin.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Arius, Varg, Trell, Oslin.
Okay, cool.
Okay, just making sure.
And variety pack of NPCs. Okay, so we're gonna start with you, Arius. You are in the most disorienting city you have ever seen. It is many, many times larger than Greyhawk or Enstad, and is filled with strange beings and oddities that you have never seen before. What are you going to do?
I am going to on the doors, are there letters or words that say where each doorway goes to?
Well, on these doors, languages. Some you don't recognize. One is Elvish. And in Elvish, the door you just came out of says latrine.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
And basically, like I said, it's just a giant city. Like, picture a tire, and the entire city's on the inside of the tire.
But it's like a glass tire, right?
No, it's like a big, maybe earthen donut that you can't see from this angle, and you see below the center of the city. If you look up high enough and look over the edge, which is kind of hard to see, it's very disorienting. You can see a big needle, like very sharp spire going for miles downward. Actually,
Is the whole city just like spinning around this needle?
I'm actually gonna show it to you. Here we go.
Pictures. Were you posting it?
I'm about to. I'm sorry. I'm using a Chromebook. So post it. Will that link work? Yes. If you tap.
Oh, okay.
So that's what the city looks like.
Oh.
All are on the inside of that big ring. The one's on the outside of it.
Okay.
Escher kind of city you're in.
Okay, so is the gravity kind of weird? Because it looks like the city part is like on the...
Gravity just pulls you toward the ground inside the city.
Okay, so like the ground is like the interior of the ring, right?
Interior, that's correct.
Okay, it's kind of like a type of space thing, like the Citadel from like Mass Effect, because like it has like.
The Citadel from Mass Effect is like an homage to this.
Ah, okay.
In the 90s.
All right, just making sure I understand.
Again?
Are there any other elves around?
There's lots of people. I mean, this place is teeming with folks.
Is there like a shopping centre or an area where there's a map to know which doors go to where?
There doesn't seem to be. There's a shopping area. You could probably talk to some folks there.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I think Arius will go to the shopping centre area.
Okay, so Arius is looking for a shopping center.
I'd like to as well. I never buy anything but pastries.
Alright, so Varg, what are you doing? This is weird for you. Never quite seen anything like this, I would wager.
Since he left the Feywild, he's seen nothing like anything that's been going on. Like, he's completely new to all of this. So, you know, just like when he first exited the portal from the Feywild to start his journey in the material plane, his fur's raised on end. He's sniffing around. He's fidgeting, and kind of jumpy if anyone comes near him and like either remotely just greets him or just even remotely looks at him.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. So what are you doing? Are you following Arius?
Yeah, he's gonna be following Arius.
Okay. Alright, so Trell?
Yeah, I'm I'm just following like going to the shopping center specifically looking for weapons, because I always look for weapons and never find anything.
Okay, excellent. Yes, this is a perfect place to look for weapons, actually.
Yay. Because, like, I've barely spent any of the money I have. I have only spent it on pastries, and that is all.
Well, there's a reason that I wanted to get you all here. All right. Yes, you follow. Oslin, is there anything you want to do this turn before we arrive at the shopping area?
No, I'm good with going with the gang to the shopping area.
Okay. All right. So you arrive in this shopping area, and there is a strange-looking creature with a booth filled with weapons. Picture a big cube with arms and legs and one big blinking eye and lips.
Oh.
Are they luscious lips?
And weird.
Skyl-
Beautiful.
Tina, I don't think we heard what you were saying.
I said, I'm trying to find a picture. I found it. And weird.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's over here. Okay. Oh, that's different.
Okay.
The creature goes, "Greetings!"
Oh, I see.
Hello. Yes.
What can I do for you, sir?
We're just browsing at the moment.
I have many fine weapons.
Okay. What kind of crossbows do you have?
Well, I can give you a fine Modron repeating crossbow.
Interesting.
Costs 50 gold coins.
Oh. Yes, I shall take the repeating crossbow, please.
Okay, the repeating crossbow holds 6 shots.
Ooh, nice.
Does it fire all 6 at a time, or?
6 at a time.
Right, I need to do.
It's basically...
Is it like one of those ancient Chinese ones that you pulled back?
Picture something that's kind of a cross between a
revolver and some weird technology that you are unfamiliar with. Think of a weird steam-powered revolver with arrows.
Oh, Josh should love that. Josh adores steampunk things.
Right, where's my gold? There it is. Right, so deducting 50. There we go.
I would
Would you
like...
like some ammunition for that?
Yes. How much? What kind of ammunition do you have?
Well, we have aspected ammunition. We have earth, air, fire, water, lightning, smoke. You name it, we got it.
How many sets of arrows can I buy in a bundle?
Buying 20 each. You could probably, before being encumbered, carry 3.
Okay, so is that 3 bundles? So that'll be 60.
3 bundles, yes, that'll be 60 bolts. 3 bundles will cost you. Closes his eyes, you hear this clicking. That will be 350 gold pieces. Hey, these had to be harvested from the very elemental planes themselves, sir.
Okay. Then in that case, so remind me of so there's lightning, fire, water, earth, ice,
Air,
smoke.
fire, water are the basics. if you want something weirder, I think he's even got some from the para-elemental plane of ooze.
That sounds interesting.
Yes, it will devour whatever you shoot it at. It basically
Okay.
does acid damage for 1d6 rounds.
Okay, I will take the one bundle of the oozing arrows.
Ooze arrows, very good.
I will take one lightning bundle
Very good.
and one bundle of smoke. I can imagine smoke will come in use.
It doesn't really damage anything, but boy does it create confusion.
I'll have to take the gold out of the reserves, Skylar, because I think you've got all the gold there.
I mean, I don't have, like, all of our gold, but I am, like, carrying, I imagine, some of it for the party.
Yeah.
This fellow, shockingly, he recognizes banknotes from the free city of Greyhawk and from your home world, so he's like, absolutely! Love you, Earthlings! You're so much fun!
So that's 300 in total. So I have 115. And then
150.
101.
Hold on, let me get out my little calculator so I know how much to subtract.
Yes.
Okay, so how much do you want to take out of the storage that I carry?
So if they're costing 300 in total, if I pay 100 and you pay 200.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'd be fine. That's like...
It's 350.
Oh, okay.
350. Ah, okay.
Alright, so 250, so let me redo that real quick.
Yeah, Aris will need to go back home to replenish his gold at some point.
Alright, so...
Should I write down the arrow types that I have?
Yes.
I would suggest that.
If you don't remember them, I will not. You keep
So-
track of the whole rest of the universe. You can keep track of what's in your pocket.
So, the oozing arrows cause acid damage for 2d...
D6 rounds.
2d6.
1d6 round.
1d6.
Yes.
And there was the lightning arrows.
They just do straight lightning damage.
And smoke, which don't cause any damage, but
Causes
cause...
confusion.
But, yes. Right, there we go.
Alright, the shopkeeper's head rotates 360 degrees. Look at you, Varg. And then his or her or their mouth rotates to go with the eyes. And it's like, wait a minute. You look familiar, son.
What? Why?
I knew a fellow who was like you, named Skull.
Varg just gets this like, gets this wide-eyed look. My male pack leader.
Male pack leader. That is such a charming name for a biological relation.
Just, right. You call them dads.
I don't know what that is. I have a maker.
Right. Okay.
Anyway, are you in any relation to him?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! He was great.
He's been here?
Yes. Yes, many times. Many times.
I guess he hasn't gotten to that part of his stories.
Obviously, you know what you're doing. What can I do for you? I'm Grymax the Modron. I have the best prices in Sigil.
I just wanted to say that, Arius has never seen this wolf at eye level before because he's taller than pretty much everyone else, almost. But like now, if Arius turns over his shoulder, he has to look down and to see Varg's eyes. Varg's is just so low behind him, using him as a shield. But he looks at the what is he?
Shopkeeper.
the yeah, that, and he's just like I don't know what you could do. Like I don't know what I'm doing.
Sell weapons.
Well, what do you got?
Trell is just like, you use bows. Maybe ask for one of those.
You know what? I'm gonna call Baron Greenbottle. He'll be happy to know that one of Skull's pack is back in Sigil.
I'm not back. I've never been here before.
Oh my goodness! Then welcome, my boy. I must give you a gift.
Arius, Varg's paws are heavy, by the way.
Well, is he leaning on Arius?
He is hunched over so far that Arius, if he turns to look over his shoulder, Varg's eyes are like right underneath where he would have to look down to see Varg's eyes, and Varg is behind him with his paws on his shoulder, just hiding behind him.
Romek leans over to you. Varg, what is the matter?
New place.
I'm sorry, it was very quiet.
It's the new.
You require a weapon.
No, I'm fine. I'm just something just touched my tail.
Fine. Good. Alright, so the Modron, Grymax, kind of looks you over Varg and goes, "You're a sweet kid. I like you." Turns to you, Trell, and goes, "You have wolf legs."
I see that tends to be the first thing people notice about me.
I do not normally see chimeric life forms. It is a pleasure. Well, I do see centaurs.
I would like to meet a centaur.
And I like him.
So he says, yes, I would like to see if you have any longbows, and actually if you have any very small weapons for this tiny dragon.
Fairy dragon, right?
Ren nodded.
Okay, so he's like, I do not have any longbows that would probably interest you, but I do have a longbow for him. It
Well,
does
hey,
1d4 damage.
I thought I said longsword. Did I say longbow?
You said longbow.
Whoops. I meant longsword. Sorry.
Oh, long swords! I've got plenty of those. Right. So he walks over and he pulls out walks over to a shelf and he pulls out a greenish steel longsword. It has runes on it and it fairly hums when he removes it from the scabbard.
Ooh.
Something like this?
Yeah, probably something like that. What does it do?
It is a Vorpal longsword.
Ooh.
On a roll of 19 to 20, it will behead any human-sized opponent.
Yes, I want. um,
Well, the price tag on it is usually 5,000 gold.
Don't we have don't we have that sword that we took from the tomb that we need to sell?
I also have a diamond ring that's worth 8,000, but I don't have like 5,000 on me. That's how much is basically in our stores.
Show me your ring you have to sell.
He shows him the diamond ring. I also have a regular ring that's worth 188.
What's the diamond ring? I can trade you the long. You want the long sword? You wanted a fairy dragon weapon, correct?
Yes. I also have a few potions that we have not used, and I imagine we'll forget to use.
If you want to trade the ring, I'll give you the Vorpal longsword and a pixie bow for your dragon.
That sounds
So it does
excellent.
1 damage, but what it does is whoever's hit with it has to make a Constitution save or fall asleep.
Okay, yes, definitely. That definitely works. Okay, hold on. So yeah, he's definitely trading in the ring, and what else did he ask for it?
Just the ring.
Just the wow. Okay.
I mean, you are friends of Skull's son.
Oh, fair enough. I just need to type these in. Unless he has armor, that's basically all I wanted, so you can move on to somebody else.
Armor? Well, I do have some armor. What kind of armor would you like?
I do have medium armor on me currently. I was wondering if I could get the same type, but possibly enchanted.
Well, some gold pieces. I could definitely part with this. It's the same armor. Will protect you just as well, but it also provides you with breathable air regardless of any environment you find yourself in.
That sounds useful.
I also have some leather armor of fire resistance.
What would I be in more danger of? Fire or lack of breathing?
Yes.
Do what?
The answer is just yes. Both are dangers.
Well, I feel like the lack of breathing seems like it would come in handy more often.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much is that?
3,000, but I will cut you a break and give it to you for 1,500. End of Skull's son.
That is amazing. I can do that. Hold on, let me do more math. Minus 1,500. Okay, so 3,280. Okay, so that's in that, and I just need to type out just all of this. So the Vorpal longsword, for attack and damage, it's strength and proficiency. Is there anything else I need to put on here?
No, it does no extra damage. The key is that 19 to 20 crit is an instant kill for any human-sized or a medium-sized creature with a neck. Obviously, it doesn't work if something doesn't have a neck.
Okay. 19 through. Decapitation. Hopefully that description shows up actually when I... Okay, let's see. So it's 1d8 like the rest of them, I imagine.
That's...
Okay. Okay, so there's that. Just gonna move that up and get rid of the ×2 on my longswords, which I have the one longsword to sell now. If he'd like to take the plain longsword that I have now, he can have that.
Certainly, I will take it. He then eats it. He's like,
Arius has to do the same with his crossbow that he had.
Okay, he eats that too. Fine materials.
Alright, so you said the pixie bow, it does
1 damage.
Alright, 1 damage.
They have to make a Constitution save or pass out.
Alright. Alright, typing that in. So now Ren will be able to do, like, more fighting stuff.
Well, support fighting. I mean, he's still not gonna
Yeah.
down everything. But...
Yeah, of course. Like, that's what I mean, like, support.
Okay. So the creature's head turns, or eyes turn toward you, Oslin. And you, my little friend.
Good afternoon. I was wondering, short swords for that would be
Swords.
Oversized for my stature.
Let me see what I've got here. Going through, looking at his stock very quickly. His arm, he's running almost spider-like over the walls and shelves, and finally he comes upon a short sword. He then comes back to you and goes, and what it is it's a flame tongue short sword. Say the command word, and basically it ignites. The blade catches fire. It does standard short sword damage plus 1d4 fire damage.
Likey.
Armor to go along with that?
Maybe my dog have like a helmet of some sort.
Helmet for your dog?
Yeah, like he'll like whistle for Hank.
I'm afraid I don't have anything for animals. I'm sorry.
That's okay. How much was the sword?
The sword itself, to our friend of Skull's son, so I will give it to you for 2,000 gold pieces.
Ooh. Osmond will look at Trail. Have that.
Well, that would be most of the storage we have.
Okay, then Osmond
Arius,
will take that as a pass.
Arius takes off the ring that he was wearing in Stroud's castle. Is this worth anything?
Licks the ring. I mean, this ring and 500 gold pieces and the short sword is yours.
We also have the sword that we use to take the head off Stroud.
Ooh, a
What about-
sunblade! Oh, I'll trade you that sword for this one. Keep your ring.
There we go.
Is everybody cool with that?
Well, none of us uses
It's a
two-handed
sword
swords.
Nobody uses.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, the only one of us who uses two-handed weapons is Growlmech.
Yeah, and it depends if Growlmech wants something as well. I'm sure with handing over the
Have an
tin
axe.
blade.
I like
There
my
we go.
axe.
And one axe.
Axe.
These look like they're fancy elven. He looks. Then he looks at you, Arius. They are not meant for orc warriors. They are meant for deft elven hands. Arya is just open-mouthed. She's like, Master Trell, things you've shown me are just amazing. I never thought any of this was possible.
Truthfully, neither have I. Is there anything you want?
What's the real quick? What's the word?
Oh, the word. You know what? I'm going to go back to Gary Gygax, and we're gonna use his command word for flaming swords, Zippo.
Zippo. I like it.
All right. So, yeah, Daria's like, well, Master, I think I would like to get some food. I'm a bit hungry.
I
And
mean,
there was all the terror and the blood and the vampires.
yes, I agree. But do you want weapons? Since we're in a weapon and armor shop.
Oh no, Master. I'm fine with what I've got. Thank you, though.
You're certain.
Oh, does look over at this beautiful scimitar. That.
Wait, what'd you say?
I might like that. She points to the scimitar, and
Well, what is it and how much is it?
Grandmax is like, that is a scimitar of quickness.
Quickness of
I
what?
can go on it for Skullson's friends is 1,000 gold.
Arius hands back the ring.
That 500 gold.
Okay, what does it do? Is my question. I just
What it does, it lets Daria perform an interrupt. Since she's the non-player character, it works differently for her. But it lets her perform an interrupt. Like if somebody's trying to attack you, she can make an attack of opportunity that round to save you.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm doing that. Let's see, minus 500. Okay. Alright. Okay. I've done the math, and I'm gonna find her in my thing and put next to Daria with Sword of Quickness.
Scimitar of quickness.
Oh, sorry. Scimitar is SCIMI.
Correct.
Okay. KR. Quickness. Okay.
Alrighty.
Scimitar is a
So
weird word.
Grandmax he's like, please sit. I will. Varen will be here soon. Message.
Okay, I
This
guess.
halfling woman, and it's hard to tell. They're just kind of there, with a little tiny version of Grymax on their shoulder. And when she speaks up, you can tell she's female. She's like, "Oh, son." She points to Varg. Be shy, boy. It's okay.
He just wiggles his nose and kind of like slightly looks a little bit more over Arius' shoulder.
She gets this mischievous look in her eye and says, "Well, I mean, I would like to come take a look at you. Also, probably scratch you behind the ear."
His ears perk a little bit, and he's just slowly, like, walks like almost a semi crawl over to her.
Gromek push Varg over to his mother.
Wait, that is his mother?
Scratch. She's scratching her ears. I am not his mother, thank you. Skull and I were never relating that way to one another. He was a friend.
Very well.
Oh, I thought elves were smart. Anyway,
Rude.
daughter's a halfling. She looks over at you, Oslin, and greets you. She's like, "How are you doing? I have not seen a halfling in ages."
Oslin smiles really big and looks over and shakes her hand. I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Oh, I'm just fine. Well, I died and I wound up here, but it's all good. I work for Alona, and everything is wonderful.
Alona's here.
Oh no, I'm part of her ambassadorial staff here. Alona is in the happy hunting grounds.
He just kind of seems just stunned to like talk to somebody who works with the goddess he prays to.
Oh, is this your first time in Sigil?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I will have to show you literally everything.
I would like to see literally everything.
So, do for all of you. Please tell me anything you need.
Tina, you went silent for me there.
Okay. Okay, she says, "Please tell me anything you need. I am at your service."
Well, we just got weapons and armor, and I think the only thing we needed right now is food.
Food. Wonderful. I know a fantastic restaurant. It's run by this fire genocide. He is so wonderful at cooking.
It sounds excellent.
So she leads you all to a big flame-themed building. Once you get inside, there are various exotic-looking humanoids, waiting tables. There are elves. There are elemental beings. Sitting at one table is a rather unpleasant-looking creature. Sort of flabby with a ram's head, and he's eating some meat off the bone. His big wings and his scorpion tail are twitching.
Did you say a ram's head?
Roll Arcana, you might know who this is.
I would like to do that.
Okay.
I probably did not do well.
Actually, you did fine.
Oh.
He looks just for all the world like all those books you read about Orcus the Demon Prince of the Undead.
Oh. Not gonna talk to that guy.
Did you say that? Like to everybody? Or?
He may have said it under his breath.
Oh, okay.
He didn't just yell it.
Why don't we want to talk to that guy?
Well, Aslan could have heard him, and he mentioned he's the demon prince.
Okay, good reason.
And Varen, she says, "Oh, don't worry. He can't do anything here. Sigil is neutral territory. Gods, demons, and devils may meet here, but they may not fight here."
Yeah, but you could always get on a demon's bad side, and they could meet you outside of here, so...
That is likewise true. However, so what brings you all here? She sits down and orders in... Does anybody speak primordial?
Varg does.
Okay, she orders in perfect primordial. She orders a nice big spread for everyone. So y'all hear her going... making these squelching, horrible metal noises. And then a big spread of food is brought out. And she's like, "So, what is your name, Son of Skull? I'm sorry, I haven't caught it yet. You've been so bashful."
Varganetter.
Oh!
Does she know what that word means?
Yes, she does. Do you go by something for short?
Varg.
Varg, it is an absolute pleasure to meet you, and I'm so happy to see you here in Sigil. How did you come to be here? Did your father teach you how to get here?
No, we live close to a druidic temple, and I wanted to come find the love of my life.
Oh, and who might that be?
He just kind of like shyly looks over at Trell.
Oh,
Hi.
that's so sweet.
And Trell
So,
just kind of...
found the love of your life. A first course of cheeses and olives and thinly sliced bits of meat arrives. So you went to meet, and what is your name? She points to you, Trell. I haven't caught it yet.
And he says, my name is Trell. Also, we ended up here because we got lost in the Shadowfell.
That is a good way to get here, yes. So, what is your native world? Where do you want to get back to?
The majority of us are from the material plane.
To be a little more specific. It's a very big place.
Let's see, what is...
We're from Orth, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Near
you're
Greyhawk.
north. Near Greyhawk. I can get you back there. That's no problem. In fact, Mordenkainen should be here in a few days. He usually drops by.
Sounds good. A few days to look around.
Days to look around. And then she just speaks Halfling to you, Aslan. And Halfling is a lot like the Welsh language. It's a lot of, "How you doing? Things are good.
A lot of
Food is
phlegm.
wonderful." A lot of phlegm.
A lot of phlegm. Josh, do you concur? Has Josh
Phlegm,
left?
gagging, and coughing.
Josh, are you out there?
Maybe his mic isn't working.
I would say Osland would ask if there's like any druidic circles here.
Well, I am a druid, and yes, we at the embassy, I'll take you back to the embassy. The grove is beautiful. It's like 50,000 years old.
Ooh.
Osland looks extremely happy.
As does Trail.
Yes. Welsh is a lot of phlegm and coughing.
So anyway, yes, the halflings are speaking halfling. She finally turns to you, Arius, and goes, "The high elf, an Orth high elf. I've not seen your kind in an age. How are you, sir?"
I'm doing well. Yes, the adventure we've just been on was tiring and interesting at the same time, so it'd be wonderful to return home.
Oh, I bet it will. I think you'll be very happy returning home to Orth. But in the meantime, I hope your stay here in Sigil is peaceful and restful.
Is there a place we can sleep?
The embassy, aren't you woodland protectors?
Yes.
Yes, you can sleep at the embassy. It's where Ilona has all of her servants dwell here in
Ooh.
Sigil.
Very well. That will be where we shall rest later.
Very good. Dinner goes on. She tells you more about the city. She tells you several things. One is open fighting is frowned upon here in the city of Sigil.
Not
Obviously, defend
illegal,
yourselves.
just frowned upon, right? Not illegal.
Well, there aren't many laws because really there's only one enforcer of laws here. There are some guards, but basically if anyone gets out of line, there is an entity called the Maiden of Pain.
Ooh.
And she's like this blade-covered woman.
Tina,
You
did you...
went very quiet, Tina.
I know, I am looking something.
Oh, okay.
Ah, sorry.
Thought your mic stopped working.
No problem. She goes on to explain the customs of Sigil and how one should comport themselves, and that generally everyone respects it because once tried to start something in the city and he vanished and no one has ever seen him again.
Like
Even the gods don't try to stand up to the lady.
Is there a sort of like a training room though where people can test out their weapons?
Yes, and they're always looking for people to help clear out problems in the sewers.
What's in the sewers?
Oh, various dimensional creatures.
I suppose that could be fun.
It might be, and especially since you all seem so very, very well armed and quite powerful, I don't think it would be much of a problem for you.
I think a little bit of hunting in the sewers might be a good thing to do while we're here.
Is there some sort of reward for if we do that?
Yes. The guards pay generally 200 gold pieces per head you return with.
That sounds pretty good.
Mm-hmm. We could
Right.
rest first and then go into the sewers.
Okay, so you all are brought back to the ambassadorial suite. In your own rooms, it is bright and airy and beautiful and looks out over the city. You're on kind of the inside of the tire, so you get more light here. So, what are you going to do with your time right now, Arius?
Arius is going to inspect his crossbow and probably have a quick rest.
Okay, you inspect your crossbow, you familiarize yourself with it, and you have a quick rest. All right, Varg.
And I think he's gonna. Well, she left, right? Um, and who was she again?
Her name is Varen Greenbottle, and apparently she adventured with your father.
Right. So she's gone. Um, if that's the case, he's crap. Sorry, I'm slightly tired, so I'm kind of
You're
like
fine.
short-term memory right now. We are where? Like
You're in a safe ambassadorial suite for woodland protectors.
so we're like in look okay. Yeah, he's just gonna go like hide out like somewhere and rest a little bit himself, kind of like check on his arrows and his two different bows.
All right. Excellent. Yes, you do that. So, Trell, what are you up to?
First thing I need to do is spend an hour weapon bonding with my Vorpal sword, so I'm able to summon it and not be able to be disarmed concerning it. And you said we're like in a druid type place, right? So he's definitely going to be just looking around there and seeing what there is.
Yeah, you're looking around. You see these ancient giant trees in the grove.
Are they treants or just trees?
Trees. There are some treants here. Also notice that there's a large number of druids here. And doing various tasks of conservation. So
Conservation? Like what sort of conservation?
they're working, just working to preserve these trees, working to ensure that the ground in this compound is fertile, that sort of stuff.
Ah, okay. Well, one thing Trell might mention to Oslin that high-powered druids are capable of I think it's called awakening an animal. Basically, he could make his dog a higher intelligence and able to speak. So he's going to mention that to Oslin and just kind of go down and commune with the druids and trees, really.
Okay. Alright, so...
Yeah, I would
now
say
armed
with
knowledge.
Trail, giving that kind of laying that down for Ozzy, he would probably say that.
He would probably what now?
Okay, you actually find Varen. She's sitting under one of the oaks, meditating. She's like, "Yes, Oslin."
I understand that high level.
Yes, it is possible to awaken an animal. Would you like your dog to be awakened?
Absolutely.
Now, you do realize the dog will become his own person, not beholden to you.
I already kind of looked.
Very good. Alright. So she's like, bring your dog forth.
Oh yeah, he has Hank with him already. Present safe to her.
Okay. So what she does is she reaches out her hand. Oh. Just Hank on the forehead. And interestingly, resists her magic.
Yeah.
Cool.
What are you, Hank?
Yeah. Oz will ask has that ever happened before.
Oh, that's never happened to me before. That's interesting.
Ask. We'll use because I can commune with nature. That should do it right.
Okay, I can't hear you.
Oh, isn't there? I think I have a spell where you can talk with nature.
I think you have like a.
You don't even have to cast a spell. You can sit down and commune with nature. What do you want to ask?
I want to ask Hank why that didn't work for him.
Okay. You only get the message back happy.
Oslin
He's
just
happy.
grabs his face and kisses him on his forehead.
He is a very happy boy at that point. By the way, since that didn't work, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grant Hank a few weird druidic powers that you won't know about, and probably give him some magic resistance. That was one of those weird moments, like, okay, if she rolls a 1, she'll fail at this. And then I roll a 1, I'm like, okay, why in the fiction would that happen? Okay, I got it.
Why in the fiction would that happen?
Hank's already the... Alright. So, Arius, you have twiddled with your crossbow. You have slept. You awakened to Gromek sharpening his axe and chatting with Daria.
Right, shall we go and kill some rats in the sewers then?
Rat killing, a capital idea, sir.
So Aris is going to collect his stuff, leave the room, and
Gromek is telling you a story. He's like, my mother always said I should be a rat killer. She said I would be good at it.
well, you certainly kill more than rats. I think she certainly was right.
She said there's steady work in rat killing. It's better than war.
Your mother seems quite an interesting woman, Gromek.
Yes, she was.
Indeed. So Arius is going. Sorry.
It was eaten.
Oh, by.
A giant ant lion.
Is that honorable?
I do not know about honorable, but it is unavoidable if you fall down the hole.
Fair enough. And what of the antlion? Is it still alive, or is it dead?
I don't know. They tend to run away after eating.
Wow, Jory is laughing loudly in there. He has a push to talk thing, so like you can't hear him, but like he has that high pitched wailing laughter that he has sometimes.
Nice. Nice. Do not swear out an oath of vengeance. It wasn't an animal after all, doing what it does.
True. Shall we head to the foyer and see if everyone has left their rooms to go kill people or things or whatever they are?
Okay, so
He hasn't stopped yet.
again.
He hasn't stopped laughing yet.
Okay. Alright. So, does everyone meet up with Arius in the foyer?
Yes. Did I meet anyone interesting or see anything interesting with the commuting with the?
I didn't really meet anyone interesting. Everyone was like incredibly busy, and Varen is kind of in charge of the lot of you.
Yeah, fair enough.
So not at this stage.
Hank
Do you
did
hear
get something
something
interesting.
out?
So.
Yes,
Sorry.
he did. You do hear something out on the street, Trell.
Oh.
There's a gnome. Be all you can be. Join the gnomish space marines.
The gnomish space marines.
See the vast crystal spheres. Sail the phlogiston. See all that can be seen in the gnomish space marines.
Don't know what I don't know about anybody else, but Trell is just kind of ignore that, really. Listen to it, but not respond to that.
Does anyone want to ask about the gnomish space marines?
Arius,
They're signing people up.
Arius will.
What
He's
is
curious. What did you say?
Alright.
Well, not everyone talk at once.
Alright, so Arius, you're walking up to this gnome. He's like, "Greetings, tall elvish fellow."
Hello. I couldn't help but overhear you on about gnomish space marines.
Yes, yes. Come join a side wheeler. Who's the best ships in the universe?
You mean to tell me that you have crafts that fly in space?
Yes. In fact, the gnomish space marines were instrumental in the last battle of Dragon's Hold, where we bravely fought off Mind Flayer Nautiloid ships.
You have to be one of the most interesting people I have met thus far.
My name is Horp,
Horp.
who recites polynomial fractions in a bed filled with a fluffy white thing. He goes on and on for about 2 minutes without even stopping. And he tells you this big long name. He's like, "That is the short form of my name. The long form takes up 3 volumes of the Encyclopedia Nomica."
Iris is just standing there blinking. Okay. I see. And, do you want anyone to join the gnomish space marines? Or do you just want them?
If you're willing to stand against beholders and mind flayers of the dark between the stars, then we want you.
Think about it.
Mages can steer the ships.
You're trying to go up into the stars?
We've been up there.
How?
Oh, why don't you come see my ship?
Let's go see his ship.
Mostly just because I love y'all laughing about this. And by the way, this is all canon D&D stuff.
Seriously?
Yeah, this is all like good old D&D. Nothing. Whee!
Oh, wow.
Yep, here's some images. The ship is run by a giant psionic space hamster.
That's about as sci-fi as it gets.
And they breed them with other animals, so like you can have giant psionic beholder space hamsters and things like that.
So, how many planets do you go to?
Oh, planets? No, I mean, what we do is, once you're out beyond the dark and the stars, you get past the edges of the planets, you go through the crystal sphere, and then you're in this big rainbow, this big beautiful rainbow ocean we call the Phlogiston. Now, don't light any fire, it's very flammable. Very intensely flammable.
Intensely flammable.
Right.
No, that was a big problem in Spelljammer. Was the mage casts fireball, and it's like, oh my god, we're all dead.
What did you say, Tina?
That link I posted, that's what his ship looks like.
Okay.
Also rather steampunk looking. I mean, also castle-y, though.
Yes, also castle.
That's a pretty nice ship.
Howl's Moving Castle? Who?
Yeah, exactly.
Howl's Moving Castle comes out after, so once again, it's inspired, I think, by a lot of the gnomish stuff from Dragonlance and the rest of D&D, because stuff got weird. Anyway, he takes you on a tour of the ship, lets you feed the hamster. Hamster's about the size of a Clydesdale. You get the impression that it's doing math as it focuses its thoughts on you. Just hear random math equations go through your head when it looks at you.
Wow. I have to say, Trell is just very out of his element here.
I understand. Anyway, though, spellcasters can steer the ship and harness the power. Yes, I mean, and there are more primitive ones, like the elves have their light ships. But, you know, no offense, but it's not good gnomish technology.
Elves have spaceships too?
They do, yes.
Well,
Learn something new every day, Arius?
yes, I am. This is rather intriguing.
Alright, so after that, Horp massively complex tour of his ship, and just when you think you can't stand anymore, he's like, okay, well, I have to be going. Have to go hit the muffin button. Dinner needs to be ready.
Muffin? Is okay? So that other guy in Fate had a muffin button, didn't he? The muffin button returns.
The muffin button is like it's like a thing that a gnomish player character that I ran a game for had on his ship that was powered by an artifact of chaos. It would just randomly produce a muffin.
Right, I guess we shall leave you to your muffins.
Alright. So that weirdness aside, you go to the really the sewer entrance here in Sigil is not too far from the docks, where the spacecraft dock, and where near the embassy. So, Arius, for you a large entrance in Elvish. There is a statement that says, "Not responsible for death, dismemberment, or injury."
Arius repeats that to the group, and he opens the gate to the sewers.
The
Trell-
little lady who's sitting beside the gate goes, "Oh goodness, I hope you all don't die horribly."
Osmond starts laughing.
Well, hopefully it's not our intention to die today.
Oh, I mean, there were a few people that went down there just not wanting to come back, and they didn't.
I think we'll be fine. Thank you very much.
So Trell is
Good
just
luck.
like,
Try not to get horribly dismembered.
so Trell is just like plugging his nose with something. He can apparently breathe no matter what, but hopefully this will just be able to stop him from smelling sewer.
Yeah, it really stinks down here. So it's horrible, but you know, like any good sewer system, it seems to do its job.
Does the nose
So,
plugging
Arius-
work? Is my question.
Yes, plugging will work. I mean, it's not bad enough that you need to make Constitution rolls or anything.
Just breathe through your mouth. You'll be all right.
You're telling a lupine to breathe through his mouth.
Yeah, you guys pant.
We pant through our nose.
Hank breathes out of his mouth.
He's breathing through his nose, Oslin.
He just has his mouth open, you know, so that his tongue is out in the colder air.
Alright, so you are in a long corridor. A tunnel going down. There's a nice ditch filled with suspect-looking water. What's the marching order? Who's walking ahead?
Varg in the back as always.
I presume I'm in the front because I'm the most armored.
Okay.
I'll assume I'm after Trell.
Okay. So, alright. That puts Oslin ahead of Varg behind Arius, correct?
Mhm.
Yes.
Alright.
And Grelmick and
Varg and Daria. Where do you want them?
I imagine Grelmick right behind me because he's either more armored or or just as much.
Yeah, they're walking up with you. So, Trell, since you're in front, you all walk for a good ways. I need you to roll initiative. Just roll a 20 and tell me what you get. Don't worry about adding anything.
Okay, so don't press initiative, just roll a 20.
You're acting at the same time. This massive swarm of sturges. Picture hummingbird bat things that drink your blood.
Yeah.
Comes flying out at you. Alright. So, Arius, what are you doing?
Arius will... He's going to shoot a crossbow bolt at them. Just a regular crossbow bolt.
Okay. are hundreds of them. So okay.
Yes,
Hit one of the things, it drops, the swarm just continues moving ahead. So, Varg, what are you going to do?
I'm sorry, thinking. Not sure, not entirely sure. So they're coming at us, right?
Want to drink your warm blood.
Oh, they sound like lovely fellows. So let's see.
They're not animals, they're abomination.
Yeah, there ain't nothing I can do about nature. I'm really for someone I'm looking for. Trying to think. They're flying, right?
Tina?
Hit these things individually. So, Arius shooting one of them has done nothing to stop the swarm.
So we probably need AoE stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, I was looking at Thunder Wave, but I'm in the back, so
That would be freaking brilliant.
You can run up to the front. You know, you have movement.
yeah, I think I'm gonna Thunder Wave, but I'm gonna move in front of everyone beforehand.
Okay, you do so. Roll for your thunder. Tap your thunder wave so I see what it does. Them are just exploded by your thunder wave. They pop like you've thrown them in a microwave. The others swarm furiously. Good job. All right. Trell, what are you gonna do?
First I have a few questions about them. How many of them fit in like a 5-foot square?
400.
Okay, how many are there?
A lot.
A lot, okay. So several 5-foot squares.
Several 5-foot squares.
Okay, alright. Let me look at my little AoE things. Alright, that hits 2 5-foot squares. That's 1 5-foot square, and...
Honestly, I don't worry about the 5-foot squares. If it's AoE, it'll hit them.
Okay.
Based on whatever you think is coolest.
Okay, I have... My biggest one is a 20-foot cube.
That would be freaking beautiful.
Yes. so I'm going to use this now.
Okay.
As long as it hits him.
Yes.
So yeah.
Cause the earth to erupt, flying up from the ground, just smashing them with rocks. And blood is flying everywhere.
Finally, I get to use my AoE effects.
Alright.
We're always just way too close together for me to use those.
Alright. So you've really done a heck of a job there. Aslan, what are you gonna do?
Moonbeam?
Oh, nice. Okay, so you cast Moonbeam.
Want me to to show you what it does? Because I have it
What's
on.
the damage?
Okay. All right. Probably level 2 since it's a level 2 spell. Would be 11.
Okay. So, excellent. You managed to blast a bunch of them. Now, at the same time, y'all are throwing spells, and Gromek and Daria and Hank are doing their thing. These things are inflicting upon everyone. They don't roll attack rolls because they're a swarm. Everyone takes 10 points of damage from blood loss.
Mm.
Now, you've decimated most of the swarm, thankfully. Arius. Or Arius. Arius, it's your go. What are you going to do?
I am going to head to the front and use Burning Hands.
Oh, excellent. So, tap that out for me.
Isn't Burning Hands not an AoE?
It is AoE.
Oh.
It is AoE.
Put your thumbs together, your hands come out, and like a big fan of flame shoot out.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of just like touching someone with a burning hand.
That's
No.
which is a cantrip.
Okay.
Burning Hands was cool because it was like one of the first actual AoE spells mages got.
So one thing, we are in the sewer, and there tends to be a lot of methane in the sewer.
Fortunately, this is really well ventilated.
Okay, good. Because like usually, if you light fires in the sewer, it explodes.
Well, see, and that's something. Okay, excellent. So you blast them and you finish them off. Incinerate the lot of them. Everyone's a little bloody, a little picked over by sturges, but you're feeling pretty positive after this. Basically, if there's anything like that that will cause that, I'm gonna tell y'all before you take your actions.
Okay. Okay.
Assuming your characters are smart.
I'm guessing, by the way, that each of these is not worth 200 per tiny head.
Yeah. We're killing a swarm of these probably will get you to. Okay. So, are you going to continue on into the greatness of Sigil sewers?
Might as well.
As well as pick up whatever proof that proves that we, fought these. If there's any of them that are whole.
There's one or two. You collect a head. Alright, as you guys move along, you come upon a party of dead adventurers.
Huh.
One fighter's head has been literally imploded.
Okay.
Could I use...
What are their armor
wanna
and
check
weapons
if-
like?
I'm about to get to that. I'm telling you causes of death first. One guy's head has been imploded, like sucked in on itself. Another person's body has been ripped in half. She looked to be wielding like a lucerne hammer. The armor on the ripped in half lady is destroyed. Are you searching the bodies to see what's salvageable?
No, I'm
Well,
checking how good these guys would have been.
I want to know if there's anything living inside them, that may pop out.
No, nothing seems to be living inside of them. One fellow's bones were all pulled out.
Okay. I guess we can move on to the weapons and armor.
Alright, the armor. There is a magic suit of plate mail of etherealness.
So,
And there is a very, very nice lucerne hammer, which is like a big polearm hammer, that does extra lightning damage.
so the reason I wanted to know these things is to discern our chances if we go any further. These people seem like they had enchanted stuff, so they were probably pretty strong. So might not want to continue down this direction.
Well, if we want to head back, we could at least take the weapons and armor and sell them.
That is true.
You also find something very, very useful. Oslin. Passed into a corner where Hank was sniffing, find a bag of holding.
Oh, bag of holding.
Yep, a bag of holding.
Find a bag of holding.
What is in this?
It's a bag of holding.
Yeah.
And, well, inside, and what looks to be about 2,500 copper pieces, a weird statue, and what looks to be a rack of potion.
He'll look over to the group and be like, check this out. I don't know, walk it over, see if Arius knows anything about the potion.
I'm most interested in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
We can put the weapons and armor in the bag of holding for now. So we're going to head back rather than proceed.
You're gonna head back, you're gonna go in, you're gonna push your luck, you're gonna do this.
I prefer not pushing luck.
Are there...
Not to push luck?
Well, I mean, is there alternate paths that we can take?
Yes, there are lots of alternate.
So, I have a question. I have a spell. Divination.
Okay, yeah, you wanna do that?
Yeah, so I would like to know that if, depending on the route we take, are we gonna, is there a chance that we could meet certain death now? Or is it
Divination is like you don't see the future with it. You
hang on. Let me toss it out there. Okay, so cast the spell, or you do the little ritual. You throw the bones, and you hear, basically, this little couplet that can be summed up with, knowing when to fight and knowing when to run is important. And bear in mind, if y'all encounter something that is incredibly dangerous, tell me you're making a fighting withdrawal and you can run away without provoking attacks.
Okay.
sounds good to
You
me.
have options.
So I think Ozan will look at the group and, do you feel that we're in jeopardy continuing? We don't know these people. We don't just because they have nice stuff doesn't mean that they know what they're doing.
We could continue on for a bit further.
Yeah, we can do that.
Alright, so you find your way, find the passage sloping deeper and deeper downward. And as you continue on, you come to a looking chamber. This chamber has a bunch of crystals in it, It no longer smells quite like the sewer here. There's kind of a smell of machine oil and metal. There are these crystals here, and there are a couple of chests.
Just chests
Arius wants
laying
to
around.
investigate the chests to see if they're booby trapped.
Full perception.
If he discerns that, yeah, if he discerns that they're not, I would like to throw something small at them and see if it sticks to them. Because mimics are sticky.
You got it. I think it just bounces off.
Okay, it's not a mimic.
It is, however, locked, Darius.
Okay. Locked can mean good or bad, depending if it's something that's trapped. Arius is going to kick one of the boxes to see if something rattles inside.
The box is made of metal and probably weighs 300 pounds.
Okay.
Pick it up and rattle it.
Should we open the chest?
Oh, we don't have our lockpick person with us.
Actually, Rin can do that.
Oh. You know what? That honestly, that makes sense. that would be a thing you can do.
Yes.
What do I roll for that?
I'm not gonna make him roll.
Oh,
He's
okay.
an NPC. He can just do this. Alright, so he drops down, and it's unlocked. Inside, you find two wands. A strange-looking vial of rainbow liquid.
Is that all there is in this chest?
All there is in this chest.
Oh, just the vial and the wands?
Vial, wands, and a beautifully woven gown.
Oh, okay. Sorry, didn't hear the last part.
Yeah.
I imagine Arius can use identify on the potion, can't he?
Yeah, I'll use identify.
Okay, you cast Identify, just pick off the spell slot, and lo and behold, what do you have? But it is a vial of chaos energy.
Okay then. Chaos energy, lovely.
So it could probably do anything.
Oh yes. Oh my yes.
We're going to put all these things in the bag of holding.
Make sure to write them down, since I guess you're carrying the bag of holding.
Thought,
There are 4 healing potions in the bag of holding.
Alright, so I've got the bag of holding, have I? Right, let me just write things down. So we have potions. How many copper coins did you say?
2,500 copper.
2,500 copper coins. Was there something else?
There was a hammer and like some armor.
Armor. And then we
Mail
put
of
in
etherealness. Blue stern hammer of lightning.
lightning hammer.
And also these
And now
wands
we-
and a
now we-
silk gown thing.
2 wands, silk gown, and a
And-
bottle of chaos.
I believe
what kind
that's
of
all.
wands are they?
Have to cast Identify to figure that out.
Well, we can do that after a long rest.
Yes,
Yeah.
you could. Alright, right.
Do
so
it again,
things-
wizard.
things are
Do it
going
again,
very
wizard.
well. You've got another chest you can open.
I'd like to throw something at it.
It's not trapped. It is locked, however. Want Rin to open it?
Yes. Sorry, my mic is not picking up my voice. I said yes.
Threw something at it, clank, nothing stuck. Rin opens it. And inside... just a second. Grab my notes here. That you find an armor kit.
An armor kit?
Any form of armor to increase its armor class by 2.
I am sorry, but increase any armor by 2. Oh, okay. If I did that with mine, it would put me at 19, and if I take my swords out, I'll be at 20 armor.
You know, you do realize that most creatures, as you level up, get like a plus 10 to 12 to hit you.
Ah, that is true.
That's why I'm doing this.
Okay. Is everyone okay with me using the armor kit to be, like, to have even more armor?
It makes sense.
Yeah,
you're
that's fine.
you're the
You're-
fighter.
Yeah, you're usually up front.
Yep. So I'm, does it take time to use this armor kit, or can I just, like, use it now?
It will take time. It will
Okay.
take a long rest.
Alright, I'll wait till our next...
Because it'll be cool.
What was that?
Okay, and it's a toolkit, basically.
Okay.
It's something you have to use to enhance the armor. Okay, so then... You also find a strange-looking mask.
Does the mask have any specific design?
Just weird, scary face.
Well, Identify would sort that one out as well.
Is there like a roll that we can check to see if we know the origins of it?
Probably not. This is alien to you.
Okay, put it in the bag of holding.
I wish more of us
You
had
wanna try
Identify.
it on?
Last time he tried on something.
I'm not trying
He had
anything.
He had a really cool like stone hand. Like
Yeah, we're not putting it on. We're just putting it in the bag of holding.
Alright, and last thing in there is a glove.
Just one glove?
It's one glove. It seems to be made of some sort of purplish leather.
Well, when we get back, we're probably gonna have to either find a wizard to hire to use Identify multiple times, or just have Arius exhaust all his spells before he goes to bed.
Well, for now, the glove is going in the bag of holding too. That's a glove.
you don't want to try that on Aries. You're like you know, 1 for 2.
What should... I mean, I could put the gouge, the mask, and the glove on.
Suddenly, I'm sorry. Suddenly, you're the ghost of Michael Jackson. Okay.
And wave the wands.
Yeah. throw the copper coins everywhere. And drink the bottle of chaos.
And that was how he became the god of magic.
Okay.
Your Uncle Shegorath. Anyway.
What about the crystals? Is there anything interesting about the crystals?
They seem warm and they hum.
I would like to throw something at it.
Okay, you pick up small rock, I guess?
Yeah, like pebble.
I hope it doesn't break it.
I want to see if it melts it or something.
Throw it. And... oh, the crystal shatters.
Yeah. Is that it? It just shatters?
You hear the noise from the ruins of the crystal, the shattered pieces, is a strange looking being. It is rising up, it is freed, and it's not awake yet, but it's a beholder waking up.
Okay, running away would be good.
What's a beholder?
They are very dangerous.
I'll send you a picture. It can disintegrate you if it looks at you.
Yeah, don't. Also,
Tactical retreat, I think.
also it'll keep you from casting magic if it's looking in your direction.
Yes, it has anti-magic, can disintegrate, and its bite acts as a sword of sharpness and will sever limbs.
Yeah, I think we're
And
definitely
how many
retreating.
crystals of this did we have?
There are 3 crystals. You've just broken one.
I didn't even throw the pebble very hard.
Is it like?
Right.
Is it in the chest though?
It's like
Yeah,
waking
that's
up.
the crystal that our pal Trell just broke.
Yeah, we're running away.
For your edification is a picture of a beholder, so check the link.
Yep, that's on the cover of my book that's sitting next to me.
Good gracious.
Indeed.
And every one of those eyes can cast something different.
Yes, Oslin runs.
Yeah.
Oh, taking off running. Okay.
At great pace.
Yeah, I think we're all running away now.
Right. Okay, you're running, and suddenly you have a random encounter.
Oh
You
no.
made it away from the beholder, which is a good thing. You have run into a large bull-like creature.
Is it metal?
Snorts. It is not metal.
Okay. So by bull-like creature, do you mean like it's a quadruped bull-looking thing?
Quadruped bull-looking creature.
Okay, that one I'm not familiar with. Actually, can I roll to see if Trell is familiar with it?
You know what? I'm gonna say yes. You've heard legends about this. It's a legendary dire horn. This thing is very dangerous. It will smash its victims. It will trample them. Its roar can cause people to fall out from terror, and its hide is like iron.
So perhaps more running.
So this is going to take dex checks. You're in front of it, so everybody roll a dexterity roll. You'll escape regardless. This is just to see if you get damage. Right.
Not particularly well so far.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Somehow I was the highest.
Is that like a one?
Fortunately, you all are lucky bastards. And you managed to dodge and roll, taking only 1 hit point of damage. Well, actually, no, 3 hit points of damage. From this creature. She managed to outrun it. Then you hear the angry beholder and the thing.
Are they fighting each other?
Yes.
Can we safely wait to see what happens.
Trail breaks out
Anything
popcorn.
you like.
I mean,
No,
like,
what happened?
if one of them kills the other one, like, that's a very powerful creature, so we could just take a piece of that and probably get a lot of money for it.
Okay, it goes quiet after a while. To try to see what happened.
I could send Ren, he's very good at sneaking.
Right. So you send Rin back. Rin flies back, open-mouthed, gaping-eyed, and reports that the beholder is dead.
Is the other thing around still?
No,
No?
it's gone.
Okay. So I suggest we sneak back and take a piece of the beholder. That makes it very obvious that it's dead.
Okay, yeah, you chop off one of the eye stalks.
And I suggest leaving.
Put it in the bag.
It's starting to look like one of those World of Warcraft inventory bags with like covered head, 1,000 gold coins, demon trident, you know. Okay, so you all.
You cut out there, Tina. What?
Y'all are making your way back out, correct?
I highly suggest that, yes.
One vote for leave. Anybody want to stay?
No, we can leave.
Okay. You almost make it out.
Oh no.
Before a group of goblins comes out. They look at you. They look like they're about to raise their bows. And then they're like, "Greetings, fine fellows."
Oh, hello.
You look gore-stained and athirst. May we offer you some refreshment? Escort outside. Please don't kill us.
You know what? That sounds fine, actually.
They lead you guys back outside, take you to a cafe, treat you to a nice pastry, and then direct you to where you can turn in for pieces of dead things for your reward.
We've met so many nice goblins lately.
Well, you know, I hate kind of get on my GM soapbox. I've always hated the idea that humanoids just had to be evil.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either.
I mean, yeah, and then when you read that Tolkien says, "Oh yes, orcs look like the less pleasant Mongol races," and you're just like, "Oh man, oh man." All right. So anyway, y'all, for the beholder eye stalk, they are shocked that you killed a beholder, and in fact, your names will probably be spoken about for years to come as beholder slayers.
Well, it was because of us it died. That is all I can say about that.
Right. So you get 2,000 gold for the eyes.
Sweet. I'm guessing we don't get very much for the little thingies.
200.
Okay, right.
Kill the swarm of
2,000.
them.
So, 4 and then 7, 9. Okay. There we go.
All right. So, Arius, do you want to spend some money to get those wands identified?
Josh, you there?
Arius.
I mean, I know Oslin does.
Okay. If you want to spend 25 gold for each of them,
Yeah.
okay, you want to get the wands identified, you guys? 25 gold for each one.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. They're both wands of magic missiles. One has 23 charges left. The other has 44 charges left.
I think we could keep those.
I agree.
The mask is a mask of Mofune. Gives you plus 25 gold for each of these. So just mark off 100.
Okay.
Mofune, and that gives you a plus 1 to intimidate rolls, and plus 1 armor.
Oh, it's not a cursed thing.
Oh.
Do we wish to keep the mask?
Yeah, let's keep the mask.
I'm surprised it's not a cursed thing.
So plus 1 intimidate, and plus 1 to armor.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the last one is a tentacle glove.
No.
When you put this on, it will bind to you, giving you plus 2 to your strength and minus 3 to your charisma. It also lets you, it replaces your hand with a tentacle. It can strike quite hard and nearby targets, not just in melee.
Do we want to keep or sell?
I certainly wouldn't use it.
I don't think
I don't
any
know.
of
That
us.
sounds kind of cool.
If you rolled it, you got it.
You've got it. You've got the glove.
I'll keep it. I'm not gonna wear it, but just in case I ever want a tentacle hand.
Tentacle hand.
Mhm.
The Rupert Hammer of Lightning, the plate mail of etherealness. Sell those. The plate mail of etherealness for 7,000 gold,
Damn.
and the loose hammer for 2,800.
Hold on. Let me get my my calculator back. 4880. Okay. All right. First of all, do we want to sell these? Because like Grelmech uses like heavy armor and like a axe or two-handed stuff anyway, right?
Mech is kind of like, I do not want to turn ethereal.
Okay, fair enough.
I need an axe, not this giant hammer toothpick.
So wait, what does the armor do again?
Lets you turn ethereal. It puts you in the ethereal plane. Like you can hit ghosts, like they're physical. You can move through walls. It'll do that twice a day.
Huh. That
When you turn
sounds.
ethereal,
That does sound useful, but none of us uses armor of that size. I mean, we can sell them. That is a lot of money.
try to give you good loot.
Thank you.
Sorry,
So-
with the. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, I was just gonna say that if we're all in agreement of selling them, just tell me how much each of them are again, so I can like use my
The
little
plate
calculator.
mail is sold for 8,000.
All right. So, do we want the plate mail?
Do Jolly or Freya use those?
No, they definitely do not. Freya doesn't use like any armor or weapons apart from a staff, and Candace's character is a rogue, so.
Well, we could sell them and get them some nice a nice staff or some nice weapons for them since they
That-
weren't here.
Is true, yes, we need to do that. Okay. Alright, so plus 8,000.
Sorry, you said one of the ones had 44 charges and the other one had 23?
Yes.
Yes, 23 charges.
Okay,
Basically, you can expend first level spell slots to recharge them.
Okay.
okay, so how much was the other one?
2,500 for the Lucerne hammer.
Alright, 2,500. Can you tell me like, sorry, I'm not good with those terms.
2,500. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
And there was also the
2,500.
silk gown that we had as well.
250 gold pieces.
250?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, it's just a silk gown. Okay.
Actually, hang on. The silk gown. Is there anything wrong with a silk gown? Aris is going to take that to his wife.
Okay,
Very nice.
that is nice.
Excellent.
All right, we now have 15,380.
Could we change the copper coins to gold coins?
That would be two gold, 5 silver.
Okay. There we go.
Okay. All right, so it's 15,382.
There was also the potions that we had. Do we know what each potion?
Healing potions.
Healing potions. I'm guessing we're keeping those.
There's the potion of chaos. I'm pretty sure we shouldn't use.
Could try to sell. Do you want to sell that?
No, Arius is curious about it.
You have no idea what chaos that would cause.
Ah, that's the point.
All right, if you want to like, all right, as long as
It's worth 58,000 gold.
You're not gonna sell that stuff, are you?
see, Trell doesn't want it.
I very much don't.
Well, we never know. Like when we just need to cause some chaos.
And
Like
also
it could summon an evil god or something for all we know.
Could do that. It could make one of you instantaneously 20th level. Could do almost anything because it's a potion of chaos. And I have like a D1000.
So there's 1,000 possibilities.
Happen.
Arius is
Oslo
going
is
to
telling
keep
you.
it.
Keeping it, yeah.
We're keeping it.
I mean, I know it's worth a lot, but it could be worth a lot more.
Or be detrimental to everyone and life itself, but okay.
It'll be.
Once again, I've got 1,000 possibilities. Even I don't know what'll happen.
I think Arius is
It's
going
kind
to.
of fun to be able to use my D1000 table. I don't nearly get to use it.
We're gonna keep it. Aris is going to put it in his secured study back home.
Okay.
I don't picture Aris is eventually going to have like a bat cave kind of thing. Giant penny and a dinosaur. And
I mean, Aris is already reconstructed the militia, so.
That's true. So, like, we now have a ton of money, so I would like to buy stuff for our people who aren't here.
Yes.
actually, what I was going to do was I was going to open up with them next time. Y'all taking them to Grimax's store.
Okay.
Choose what they want.
Alright, that's fair.
Okay. Yes.
I think that would be fun, and just give everybody. So hopefully y'all enjoyed it tonight. I just wanted to do kind of get back into it by doing a nice, easy little dungeon crawl kind of thing. I did not plan on y'all like freeing the beholder.
No, that was
a random encounter, and the dire horn came up, and I'm like, eh? I just rolled randomly to see who won. Was it the beholder? Was it the dire horn? The dire horn killed it. Okay.
It's interesting. Actually, Tina, there's something I had an idea for a future event. It's with Arius and his wife have a baby.
Nice. Half elves to replace you when you die adventuring. Ooh, yes, and absolutely, I would love to do that.
Happy.
So another fun thing, kind of interesting that I was thinking about was read of what adventurers are. If you want an idea of what adventurers are like in a D&D world, imagine your hometown, wherever that is. Now imagine a bunch of people armed to the freaking teeth like Blackwater mercenaries. Show up, tip some waitress $100,000, explore the sewer system, and leave, and 9 months later there's like a crop of bastard children. That's very much what adventurers in D&D are like.
and
So
they do random stuff that you ask them to.
Exactly. Well, I mean, you know, that's kind of the thing. Well, I mean, mercenaries do that too. It's like, oh well, you got $500. I'll go kick that guy in the face. So yes, that's what your characters are like in a modern world. All right, take care, everyone. I will see y'all next week. It was great. It was good to be back. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank you. I
thank
loved
you.
it.
Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you, Tina. Night.
Night. Night, everyone.
Good night.